folks, welcome back to the channel for another technical analysis, and I'm following up on this one quite quick because I wanted to more or less go through with everybody what I've been going through with people over on the Patreon as well. We have been following this quite closely and we've seen this play out previously, and what this all boils down to is something I'm going to be going over in the video, and it's the basic concept that we get dragged around by BTC, and that is it it's not rocket science. Everybody knows this. BTC dominance affects all of us. It drags us up, it drags us down. But does that mean a chain can't defy BTC? Well, of course not. We can defy it, right? And the reason why I say this is because we have prospered most in a time when BTC was really taking a hard dump on the market, yet LUNC continued to go up. And a lot of people wonder, why, Jay? Why, and why? And there's only really one thing that stands out to me time and time again, and it was the the vision, the incentive, and the trust there was in Terra Rebels at the very beginning. And for all intent and purposes, it was doing a bang up job of doing it when we were all kept in the bubble. Everybody was happy and everybody was symbiotic. Obviously, once it fell apart, it did crash the price. What I'm getting at here is because we've seen the Dragonfly Doji, we've seen a very strong candle. And like I said, we've seen this before. We have seen this before back here, just before this head and shoulders pattern playing out, getting a confirmation candle the day after, and then to onwards come up for this head, the left shoulder before, right shoulder after. But what I'm saying here is, what is to stopping us from continuing upwards this time? And the honest answer to this is only ourselves. Only us, the blockchain, the developers, those who are in lead positions, who people look to for answers. It all boils down to intercommunication, but not intercommunication where people are acting like cavemen, shouting at each other in a Twitter space, when really, if you put those people in a room together face to face, they probably wouldn't shout at each other for the specific reason you would probably get punched in the face. And yes, that probably doesn't sound nice to a lot of people, but that's the simple reality behind a lot of things. You wouldn't shout, swear, and froth at someone to their face. It's not going to end well. So for me, this is a strong symbol to more or less go along with the theory that this is the start of a new uptrend. And the reason why I say this is it looks like it's about to cross, and we are on the day chart, bearing in mind. We'll go over to the real in-depth micro scale shortly, but we can see there's a cross about to form here. And this is so important because we've come up, we've bounced once, we've come back down. If we cross now, the likelihood is it's more bullish momentum. Now, BTC could take a big dump tomorrow. Anything could happen. A meteor could crash into planet Earth. Who really knows at the moment with all of the different things going on, which I don't talk about that sort of stuff on the channel, but with all of the things going on in the world, crypto seems to be, I think it's been normalized, if that makes sense, to what is going on. And because of the whole situation previously, it's not really flinching, and it just looks like this is a really good time. XRP is coming out the back end. Lawsuits are being dropped against the executives. If you missed that video, go and check that out on the channel. It's an interesting perspective on things with the XRP situation. But with all of this being said, right, we can help push this upwards. And the way we do this, and the way we get this continue going up, is by simply all working together, getting some sort of sense of direction where someone goes, here's A and here's Z. And this is how we're going to get there. This is how much money we need. This is the end result. This is the beginning. This is the team. And it really boils down to something as simple as this, coming forward and taking charge of the situation, kind of how Chris did with TFL. He stepped up to the role, and sadly, we are going to need that going forward at some point because the information can't consistently keep coming from 500 different outlets. It needs to come from one outlet where those 500 different outlets then get their information from that. And that's something that TFL, they do it really, really well, even when it boils down to simply retweeting a project on chain. the only people that are making the efforts to reach out to different projects on the chain and get interconnected is a very slim amount of people. You know, you've got Diamond Hands, you've got Jerry, you've got people like that that work day in, day out. They run spaces, they run podcasts to try and get people interconnected, to show people all of these different things. Because as much as people hate YouTubers and hate all of these different things, it's coverage, and that's what we need. But to get all of that right, we need to have a very healthy relationship on our blockchain. And when I look at the original Terra Rebel situation and how healthy that was, if we could get even a part of that back, a very small, streamlined part of that, that can provide that kind of incentive and direction for the blockchain this time around, I don't think we'll see another head and shoulders pattern play out. I think we'll have the opportunity to really prove ourselves as a blockchain. So for me, this is a really good sentiment and everything that I said, but do bear in mind, we can get absolutely dunked on by another chain taking an absolute poo on the whole network. And we've seen this happen time and time again, and people get really upset. They get really sort of hesitant in their investments. And I think it's always best to take a step back and go look at Crypto Bubbles. Although Crypto Bubbles is looking rather sexy today, might I add. And this is on the day. We are looking on the day. Things are looking good. Things are breaking out. And I've seen people in the comment section, saying, well, yeah, this is because of BTC and stuff like that. It may be that, but at the same time, we've positioned ourselves very well, as to which we've removed all of the dead weight. Like I've been saying, removed all of the false paychecks and people who are not going to hang around for the long run. And things are going on behind the scenes. I can't really say a lot about it at this point in time, but all I can say to you is I'm doing stuff behind the scenes and I'm trying to help this blockchain get to a better place. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that. And whatever I need to do that, I'm going to continue doing it. Just as I fought to get support for V3 with TFL, and just the same way I've fought to get all nodes to show everybody that they provide the free infrastructure. And it's all about having people like this on chain that are going to go around, they're going to speak to people, they're going to interconnect, they're not going to be scared to ask for help, and they're going to work with people, they're going to collaborate, and most importantly, they're going to learn to kumbaya when you need to kumbaya. So just at the end of this, I'm going to go over to the 15-minute chart. We're going to take a little looky. What we are seeing here is your classic pattern playing out, where we're seeing a pole, we're seeing a short flag, a pole, and now we're flagging sideways a little bit, coming up again. Now, we have just crossed on the MACD. Bearing in mind, this video is going to come out more than likely about 5 hours after. Anything could happen, but this has just crossed. It's a good sign. We're back onto green volume. As you can see, every time there's a loop between the MACD, what we're looking for an uptrend is not this. The blue line needs to come like this. This is what we're looking for to confirm an uptrend. This is what we're looking for to confirm a downtrend. If you want to get this indicator, simply click indicators at the top, type yourself in MACD, and you can get that. This is a good indicator to go by if you're day trading. Nothing's 100%, but it sure does help you get a better idea of what's going on with that pesky volume during times of trading. Folks, I really hope you're enjoying these technical analysis. I've been doing this for around 2 years now. I'm feeling more confident. Let me know what you think about all this. What else do you want me to cover? What else do you want me to look at? Do you want USTC technical analysis? Let me know. I'm drinking Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee once again. It's something I've really stuck by. Whoever mentioned that in the comment section, shout out to you, because I went and looked at more of their bean types they did, and they do some very nice bean types. I like ones that are low in acidity, if that makes sense. I'm not too keen on anything that's got a high acidic level with coffee. Folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, have a lovely weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.